Then once we get the bill delivered to us, how would I even go about analyzing that bill to ensure that it's correct? As you're alluding to, perhaps there are incorrect charges that I wouldn't even know are on the bill.
Correct. So you can, if you just go out there and Google it, you'll find number between 30 to 80% of medical bills have some kind of error. Now, to get to 80%, you'd have to really go digging in the weeds. I would have to say, oh, here's Laura's medical record from her inpatient stay. Did she really have 2 aspirin they're billing her for? And so usually you don't get that involved. I'm sure if you did, you'd find that 80% of them have errors. But we can assume, like I said, for the ones even that were coming into my home for just routine, like ear infection, things like that, 30% of them have some kind of error. So I always tell people it starts even before that diagnosis code is entered, like you said. It starts the moment that you call the doctor's office and say, I have XYZ insurance. Do you take this insurance? Right. And so the opportunities for error start there, and then they just are infinite. So let's just say you call and say, I have Cigna. Do you guys take Cigna? Oh, sure, we take Cigna. Most doctors do, at least in the region I'm from. Well, now we have the marketplace for people who are getting insurance through healthcare.gov, and there might be a Cigna policy out there, but those have really narrow networks. So your provider, Dr. Smith, who takes Cigna, might not be contracted through the Cigna EPO, that is your state policies. And the people at the front desk don't know that, and you, the patient, don't know that. And so there we go. All of a sudden, we've got somebody out of network and all the problems that come along with that, right? So yes, then there are coding errors. You walk in and you say, I have new insurance, but you know what? The girl just wasn't really feeling like doing her job that day, and that new card didn't get entered. So they're still billing your insurance that you had 2 years ago or whenever you last went into the office. There's coding errors. There are duplicate charges for things that were going to happen, but then they didn't actually happen, but you ended up getting charged for them anyway. Possibilities are endless. So I always tell people when that first bill comes in, first of all, don't pay it until you have researched it. So you are going to want to pull up your explanation of benefits. And a lot of people don't even understand what that is. In the industry, we just throw around the word EOB. So pull up your explanation of benefits from your insurance. They might come to you in the
Taking
mail.
notes right now. So
Okay.
like,
Okay.
explanation of benefits. I hope all of us are writing this down, also known as. So this is where we can go in, log into whatever portal that gives us our insurance information. And that's where we can go and see what is covered.
This is the EOB is going to show you what your insurance did with that claim from insurance. So let's say you go in just for an office visit, your first office visit, right? You've just been diagnosed. You're going in for your first visit with the oncologist. You're going to get a bill for that visit. And when you get it, you're going to want to go into your portal, or if you're getting them through snail mail, which a few people still do, make sure that you have that explanation of benefits and match them up. Does the total that your bill is saying that you owe match the total that your explanation of benefits says that you owe? And if they don't match, you've got a problem. And then sometimes maybe they do match, but you also want to look at that explanation of benefits because it's going to tell you if any line items were denied. It'll tell you if you accidentally went out of network. So you get a whole lot of information from this explanation of benefits. And it's funny because when I talk to people, they're like, oh my gosh, I just throw those in the trash. When we used to get them paper, either I don't ever look at them or I just throw them in the trash. And I literally, like, my skin is crawling when I hear that because it's such an important piece of paper. Also, if you get a bill and you go into your portal and you can't find an explanation of benefits for those charges, there's a good chance that insurance never even received the claim. So you're getting billed for the original amount and they haven't even done anything with it. So that's another reason why you want to look for that document. If it's not there, then maybe insurance didn't even get billed.
My jaw is dropping. One of those people who I think throw everything in the trash because you also get to say like, this is not a bill. And then it explains everything.
Yeah, it's not a bill, but it explains everything that you're going to get on your bill.
And they need to match.
Yes.
Says no one ever. I can't wait for my next bill, but I'm going to
Right?
go through this
So
process.
exciting, isn't it? You can geek out.